Hey guys, it's the weekend, it's Friday, and if you can hear the sound of my voice, it means one thing: you are alive, and that's enough to be grateful. Please, 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 wherever it is, to enjoy yourself and take care of yourself. It's Gusto News on Gusto TV Africa. I want to say a very, very big thank you to you guys for doing the most, for your likes, for your subscriptions, for sharing, for just telling everybody what we do at Gusto TV Africa. Your support has been immense, and we see it every day. Thank you from the bottom of our heart. This morning we have exciting news for you. Wizkid, the Mariah album is almost here. I mean, yesterday, Wizkid actually put out a video. I mean, it just surfaced online. Wizkid just chilling. It was a very introductory video, something probably to just announce that the album is coming. Well, we don't have details of that one, but it looks like Mariah is about to drop. And trust me, when I saw that video, it looked so introductory, and then of course it just pretty much just suggests that it's part of the rollout plan for the Mariah album. Remember that Wizkid has actually been teasing this album for months, and fans have been asking and saying, yo, Machala, what's going on? Why are you doing us dirty? You have been teasing this album for a long time now, and we've been waiting. But right now it seems like everything is set, all is set for the Mariah album to drop, and Wizkid has actually been on the charade of posting different mouth-watering pictures, and just filling up his socials, Instagram, X, and every other social platform that Wizkid actually exists on. But right now we know one thing is for certain, that the Mariah album is definitely going to come. We don't know when the date is going to drop, but then one thing is actually for certain, I repeat, the Mariah album is coming, and we're super excited for that one. Now, still speaking of Wizkid has actually been very prominent lately, in the mouths and in the conversations of everything around Afrobeat. And a lot of people have been saying, look, Wizkid is on another level right now. Look at what he's doing. Look at the collaborations he's had. People saying, oh, he doesn't have this taste to be on certain types of sounds. And then Wizkid has actually proven everyone wrong. He's actually collaborated with a lot of artists with different, genres. And of course, he's actually proven himself to be one of the biggest, or if not the biggest, Afrobeat superstar in the world. And right now we've seen conversations around him, and of course how he has been so immense with just going viral with everything he touches. And recently Nicki Minaj actually has just alluded to the fact that Wizkid is one of the coolest, most talented pressings that she's ever worked with. And right now it seems like there's gonna be something coming from Wizkid and Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj has actually just gone on an interview to just praise Wizkid's artistry, and just really recognize the immense talent that Wizkid is. Probably we see a collaboration coming from Nicki Minaj and Wizkid. We are all waiting for that one, so fingers crossed. We know that it's going to definitely be a banger, because Nicki Minaj is an absolute superstar, and then collaborating with Wizkid, who definitely is one of the biggest stars in the world right now, would definitely be a magical affair. Well, we'll see. Fingers crossed. Like I said, we'll wait for that one. And one person too that has actually taking himself out of the conversations of actually saying how big Wizkid is Pella, the TikTok sensation, has actually come to say, look, this Wizkid is big. Anything that Wizkid touches is crazy. Even when he posts his pictures, posts anything, it gets multiple likes and multiple interactions, and that's been the conversation, because we see Wizkid just being Wizkid, and having that so much effect on everything he touches. Like I've said earlier, Wizkid has actually just gone on to be the king of collaborations, the king of carrying albums and singles on his back. Look at what he's doing with Asake's MMS. Asake's MMS is charting and just doing crazy numbers right now, because largely of the Wizkid effect. Yeah, we know that. This is facts, because look, the numbers are there to show for it. Wizkid effect is not something that you want to water down, because right now MMS is doing crazy numbers. I'll bring you all the scoop about that one. Now, speaking of Asake's Lungu Boy album has actually been doing a lot of crazy numbers. And then, of course, like I said earlier, a lot of people are alluding that to the fact that Wizkid jumped on it. While that is true and also can be debatable, we see that there's been a lot of numbers coming out from that album. And right now, albums charting in the majority of countries on Apple Music, I mean, we see a lot, and then we can just give you like a run through of, I mean, what we think is popping right now. Asake's Lungu Boy album is charting in 81 countries. Thames Born in the Wild is charting in 47 countries. Rema, he is 42 countries. Our Star, the year turned 21, is charting in 28 countries. Omah Lay's Boy Alone is charting in 21 countries. Burna Boy's I Told Them, 21 countries. Davido's Timeless is charting, I mean, across 20 countries. Asake's Work of Art, 18 countries. Asake's Mr. Money with the Vibe, 16 countries. And Burna Boy's Love Damini is charting in 16 countries. I mean, with these numbers, we can see that Asake's Lungu Boy is currently charting in 81 countries, which makes him one of the biggest Afrobeat superstars right now, charting in majority of the countries across the globe. And a lot of people are saying, okay, maybe this is good, maybe this is not, maybe this is because of the Wizkid effect. But listen, when the album dropped, a lot of conversations, were popping up on the internet saying, oh, why is he sounding like this? This is not the Asake we knew. Maybe he could have actually stuck to the whole Asake road, the type of vibe that we knew and we fell in love with. There's been a lot of conversations around why he chose the style that he chose. But remember, we told you guys that this album is an album of global dominance. Remember Lord Miller being on it. Lord Miller is on that project. Lord Miller is one of the biggest Latino superstars. And then, of course, we have, Central C, we have Stormzy, and then we have Travis Scott on that project. And remember, we told you guys that this album was strategically placed to be able to get numbers of the different countries that these artists represent. And of course, we can see it very, very evident in the charts and how much this album has actually been charting across the globe. Well, I want to say congratulations to Asake on that one, because the placement for this album was actually well done. And of course, yes, we want to feed the guys back home what they love. However, music is growing and has evolved. And of course, music is not only to be consumed by Africans alone, but people all over the world. Well, congratulations to Asake, Mr. Money with the Vibe. Moving on, one person that has actually been very, very, very drama-free lately has been Omah Lay. Omah Lay has actually been, just chilling and just working on the project. Of course, a lot of people have actually been waiting because he announced that he was going to drop an album pretty soon. And the fans have actually been waiting on this one. He calls it Clarity of Mind. And we are super expectant of Omah Lay's sophomore album dropping shortly. And recently, he actually teased a song off that album. And then a lot of people have had very, very good, very, very, very interesting things to say about that one. He titled it Moving, and that actually surfaced online yesterday on Amazon. And of course, performing that song live in the US, fans all over the world have actually been going crazy. Sounds really chill, sounds nice, sounds great. Production wise, it was dope, and it just gives us an insight to what Clarity of Mind will sound like. And then I can tell you for free that Omah Lay is set to actually take over, the Afrobeat space. And then we know that definitely when it drops, it's going to be a madness. Fingers crossed on that one. And when it drops, definitely will bring you all the scoop as regards what Omah Lay is doing with his album and everything that he actually represents. Congratulations to Omah Lay on Clarity of Mind that will soon drop. And then all the good things that will come out from the Omah Lay camp, we're all here for it. Now to wrap up the news, we have New Music Friday, and then it's been a lot of conversations about who's dropping and who's not dropping. But one thing's for sure, one thing's for certain, it's been a lot of good music popping out right now. You don't even know which not to listen to because everything sounds really pretty chill and very, very, very good. Right now, Jerick has dropped his album King, and then D'banj has actually dropped an album, The Entertainer, the sequel. And then Ayomaf with the Mafian EP, and Timaya the OG with the Gladiator album. Joeboy has dropped a pretty decent tune, Zombie, and Tariq with Bust Up. Please do check these amazing banging tunes, and then of course tell us what you think about how these albums or these projects are actually sounding. Well, congratulations to Timaya. We know that he's an OG. Of course, we respect him. We've actually been waiting on that one, and it's a pretty decent album. Congratulations to D'banj, and of course to Jerick as well as Ayomaf and everybody who's actually made it to New Music Friday list. We're all super excited for you guys, and of course we wish you all the best. Now this is where we'll actually end the news for now, and then we'll see you shortly. Thank you so much for sticking with us, and of course I want to say a very big thank you for your likes, your comments, and your subscriptions. Please continue to support us, and then we will see you shortly. Have an amazing day.